Now we are going to see the fourth experiment, interfacing real-time clock and serial port in the embedded laboratory. Now we are going to see the next experiment, interfacing real-time clock and serial port. Interfacing real-time clock with the LPC 2148. We are going to study the real-time clock and see the output in the ARM processor kit. In the LCD, it will shows the real-time clock which is running. For the pin connections are given. Port 1.16 to 1.23 of the LPC should be connected to the LCD D0 to D7, and in LCD RS pin should be connected to port 0.8, read write pin should be connected to port 0.9, and enable pin should be connected to port 0.10. This is the program for on-chip RTC. We are initializing the LPC 2148 and we are assigning a string real-time clock in order to display in the LCD, and we are using these variables for various purpose, for indicating the hours, minutes and second. Then we are including the LCD libraries. Therefore we are initializing the LCD with the IOs 1. We are using port 1 for the LCD 8 pin connections, and enable is given this value, reset is given this value, and RS is given this value, so that these particular RS, RW and RS, RW, AN are should connected to the particular port. For example, see here port 1.16. Therefore we are assigning this particular value. The void delay function is given for delay. Next we are going to see void LCD command or function. This is for making the LCD to ready for displaying data. Void LCD data function will send one by one the data and it make display on the LCD. The string we are going to display on the LCD is controlled using voice LCD data string of, and this RTC initialization is performed on the void initialization RTC void of. We are using the interrupt request IRQ interrupt here in order to make the RTC to active and produce the output. This is the main program. We are initializing the clock frequency 0x02, and with some delay we are going to set the direction flag. In port 0 we are setting the value as 1. We are going to set the value as 0 1 1 1. Therefore we are going to use that particular 3 pin as an output pin for the LCD, and here we are given value 1. There is port 1. In port 1 we are going to use this particular 8 as a data line for the LCD. So we are assigned 1 1 1 1 1 1, which indicates FF. Therefore port 1 should be connected to the 8 LCD data pins. Then we are initializing the LCD command function for clearing the display, making the display either display on left or right, display on up or down. Then we are going to display the string. For that string function is given. In while of 1 we are writing the program for displaying the hour, and we are going to display the minute, and we are going to display the second. These all things should be displayed with some delay so that we can view the output, for which the void delay of MS function is given. In order to check whether the LCD is ready or not, we are giving the program for LCD settings, so that we are making the reset to initially clear and read to clear, and we are making the enable pin to high to low, so that it is ready for receiving the data. This will be given on the command void LCD command of function. Initially void LCD command of function, reset should be 0, rewrite should be 0, and enable should be high to low. Similarly in void data, reset should be 1, read write should be clear, and enable should be made high to low, so that the data can be received, and it will one by one the string is read one by one, and the string execute with some delay, so that we can view the particular time period real time clock output on the LCD. This is the experiment for the LCD. This is a program. We are going to execute this in the scale micro version and see the output on the hardware LCD. Thank you, students. Now we are going to see the compilation procedure for real-time clock. Now click micro version 4, scale micro version 4 window, and click project. Then there you click new micro version project. In the MPIC you have to create a new folder, name real time clock. So I have give real. Now you have to click this folder and give the project name and give save. Now you have to choose the semiconductor family where we have to download the program, that is ARM processor, NXP manufacturer processors. So that we click NXP and then go for LPC 2148 and click LPC 2148. Now give OK, then give yes. If now we have to do click file and then click new and you have to type the program. Now you have to type the program and in that you have to save the program file and give save. The same folder which we have already created, you have to use the same folder for saving this .c file. Now we are going to save this .c file in the program folder real and you save it as real.c and you save real.c and you save. Now in the target window, right click and click options for target. In output, click create hex file and in linker click use memory layout and click OK. Now you expand the target and in source group right click and give build target. If there is any error then it will show. If there is no error then now you have to just click source group and right click add existing files to the group. You have to add real.c and give add, then give close. See that real.c file is added. Now you can verify the program by compiling. In project give build target. If there is any error then it will show error or else. Now you click the project and give build target. Now you have to open the FlashMagick software and download the program into the kit. Open the FlashMagick software and see the comport settings are given correctly and click erase block used by the hex file. Now browse and check the .hex file for this program is created and then upload it and then give the download the program into the kit. Before that, make sure that the connections are given properly. Here the connections are given that in LCD real-time clock we are going to see the output in the LCD. In LCD port 0, in LCD we are going to give 3 connections, that is RS, RW and enable. This RS, RW and enable should be connected to the port 0 pins as I explained in the program, and data pins D0 to D7 should be connected to the port 1 pins. Now you can see the output in the kit. After making the switch 26 from the programming mode into the execution mode and click reset button, and you can see the output in the LCD displaying of a particular string in the LCD. Here since we are doing real-time clock, the real-time clock will be executed and it will be displayed in the LCD, such as real-time clock. In the first row and in the second row it shows hours, minute and second. This is the output for real-time clock. See, this RTC clock starts incrementing in seconds, and if its seconds reach the maximum value then it will increment the minutes, and if the minutes reach the maximum value of 59 then it will increment the value of hours. Here the connections are given as per the procedure. There is RS pin should be connected to the port 0.8 and RW pin in the LCD should be connected to the port 0.9 and enable pin should be connected to port 0.10. Similarly, data line D0 to D7 should be connected to the port P1.16 to P1.23. This connection should be properly given so that when we move the switch 26 to the execution mode and reset the button, after downloading the program, then we can see the output in this real-time clock. This is the output for the real-time clock. This real-time clock can be used for various embedded applications such as in cell phone, in computer system for automatically updating the clock. For various other applications we can use this ARM interface RTC. Thank you. Next we are going to see the interfacing of serial port with the LPC2148 ARM kit. We are writing the program to display a particular string on the using UART window. We are going to see the output in the hyperterminal in the computer. By downloading the program in the ARM processor kit and executing the program, we are going to move that particular string and see the output in the PC. No connections is required, only we have to connect the serial cable from the kit to the PC. Here we already know that 2 UART is used. Here UART 0 is used, and a main function is UART initialization function. The pin select 0 is chosen because we are using port 0 initialize pin as 0101 because we are using port 0.0 and port 0.3 for UART operation, and we are making the clock frequency by using VPB divide. It is used as a clock divider. Then we are initializing the data transmission and reception rate using DLL, DLM and LCR, and then we are using the string. We are going to send the string for which unsend char send char of function is used. Here after getting the particular string, we are going to new line, therefore /n is used. Here we are checking for the UCLR register whether it is free. If it is free, it will send the data using UTHR register. If it does not, it will wait until the bit is set and it will then send the data. For sending each character, entire string can be accessed using this void send string of function. All these functions are written in the main program. In the main program, int main of function is given. Here we are using for loop, so we are given I value. Void UART initialization function for transmitting the data from the kit to the PC using serial communication. While of 1, it will send the string such as ILAC system, or we can use Grace College. Similarly, we can write any string on this double quotes, and then this string will be continuously transmitted through the UART from the ARM processor towards the PC, and you can see the output in the hyperterminal window. We can compile this using micro version 4 and see the output in the hyperterminal window after downloading the program into the ARM processor kit using FlashMagic software. First we have to open Keil micro version 4, and in project you have to click new micro version project, and in the folder MP we have to create another folder named serial. Now double click the folder and you will give the project name and save. Now you should select the device from NXP family LPC2148 and then give OK. Then give yes. In file, click new and type the program. Now you have to save the program. Click file and save the program in the same folder. In MP you have created a folder name called serial. Click on the same folder and give serial.c, then save. Now you have to just right click the target and give options for target window. Now to create hex file. In linker, give use memory layout from the target dialog, then click OK. Now you can expand this and see source group. So right click on the source group and add existing files. You have to choose the particular file. In serial.c file will be there. Click that file and give add, then give close. Now you expand this serial group and you can see serial.c C will be there. Now you can compile the program. If there is any error in the program, you should, now you can see that the compilation of program can be done by clicking project and then click build target. Now you can see that 0 errors. Now hex file will be created. Then you have to click FlashMagick software, and through this FlashMagick software we can download the program into the kit. In serial communication there is only one program. You have to just compile this program and .hex file will be created, and you have to download this using FlashMagick software. In step 1 all the settings are, should be like this. In step 2 click erase block. Then in step 3 browse and choose that particular .hex file which was created, .hex file, and give open. Now you can give start in order to download the program into the kit. Before downloading the program into the kit, you should check the connections and make sure that the switch 26 is in the programming mode, and after downloading move this switch 26 into the execution mode and view the output in the hyperterminal window. The string Grace College will be displayed in the hyperterminal window.